All right, I'm going to admit it. I have pretty much done every single diet. Keto, paleo, Atkins. I did a grapefruit and egg diet with my mom when I was younger. I did a peanut butter and egg diet when I was younger. I've done cleanses. I've done the Mediterranean diet. So when people come to me and they say, they don't come to me, they keyboard warrior me and say, the carnivore diet is just a fad. I really have to kind of think about my response to that because I don't agree, but I understand why they would think so. And if something is a fad diet for you is dependent on you, right? How you go into the diet. I have a lot of people that contact me and say, help, I'm going on vacation in 5 days. I want to go carnivore. And I'm like, this isn't for you. This is a complete lifestyle change. Or people that say, I just want to try carnivore for a month. That I'm okay with. Try carnivore for a month. Maybe you want to do more of a ketovore. Maybe you want to go paleo, but you want to try carnivore because you've heard of its benefits. Fine. But it all kind of depends on the way that you go into it and the way that you execute it. Because if you're going to be someone that does not listen to yourself and doesn't learn anything along the way, then yeah, it's probably going to be another fad diet. And if you have no intention of healing the areas of your life that you need to heal emotionally, the reason why you have this emotional relationship with food, yeah, it's going to be another fad diet. But for me, I did a lot of research on this. For me, I discovered the carnivore diet because my husband had a heart attack. And I was like, I've got a lot of cancer in my family. I've got my husband that just had a heart attack. I'm a fat loss coach. I know how to coach people towards weight loss, but it doesn't necessarily mean that everyone's getting healthy at the same time. So what am I missing? What are the pieces that are missing? I had studied metabolism and coached metabolism for years, but there were pieces that were missing. And I found that in the carnivore diet, in this ancestral way of eating, in stripping away all of the processed foods that we were eating on diets. All of the extra supplements, all of the things that you just don't need if you actually get to the root of why you're diseased in the first place. And the thing for me with this is there's no containers, there's no points, there's no special meals that you have to order, there's no powders, there's no supplements, there's no gimmicks, there's no fear mongering, there's no moral, like setting up morals around food, like some foods are good and some foods are bad. We're literally just going back to the way that our ancestors ate and humans have been eating for thousands of years. So it just doesn't make sense to me that you could call this a fad diet because the marketing around it just isn't the same. In the end, carnivore is about getting rid of the junk, fueling on what we have fueled on for eons, having nutritionally dense food so that you are actually absorbing nutrients into your body. It's about being your healthiest self. There are no barcodes, boxes, bags. It's just stripping everything back to the baseline, like the best science experiment there ever was, right? In a science experiment, when you're trying to figure out the cause and effect, you have controlled variables. When you go on an elimination diet, like the carnivore diet, without all these Whole30 approved sauces and things like that, when you're literally stripping away all of the ingredients, then you get to the meat of what really matters and you get to the baseline of why you might be diseased in the first place. I'm always trying to give carnivores ways to address the misconceptions and the things that they hear from their friends and family in their life. So I hope this helps. Use this next time somebody talks to you about the fact that you're just on a fad diet. Tell them the ways that it's different.